Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. And today is Friday the 9th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame. Got out, got the dogs taken care of. I've got the couple dogs here that I'm keeping separated. Mostly just because of the fact that the Rottweiler doesn't know how to play very well. She wasn't socialized at all, so I'm really concerned she's going to get a little rough with the Doodle. And the Doodle is probably the smallest, like tiny, fragile looking Doodle I've ever watched. So, and she's also absolutely insanely like hyper and wants to like play with other dogs and wants to like get right into it. And I'm worried there's going to be a scuff up, not really out of meanness, just out of just accidental. You got something that's 3 times your weight stepping on you, it's going to be a possibility of injury. So keeping them separated out. They've met each other, they've kind of greeted and stuff, so not like at the door, and they were in the same room overnight. The Doodle was on the bed and the Rottweiler was on the floor, but I wouldn't want them out before they get a chance to like play. So got them out separately, got them both fed. Neither one of them ate real good. The Doodle seems scared of everything all the time, so she don't eat very good. And the Rottweiler, I think she's just new house, because I think I'm the only place that dog's been except his own home, and this is the second time it's been here. So the dog wasn't ever out and socialized stuff, so it's always a little slow to get her to eat when she first gets here. So, but it's going well. Got that done. Went ahead and jumped in the hot tub. Got my soak in from there. Got a couple other things done. Hang around in the morning, not too much going on. Had the Doodles going home, and then I have another little pit bull coming, which I'm looking forward to letting the pit bull and the Rottweiler play. So they'll have some fun. With time frame, they finally reached out and said they're on their way to pick up the Doodle, and they're dropping the pit bull about the same time. I was hoping the Doodle would go home first, just less to interact with in the whole process, and it lucked out real well. The Doodle made better time coming back from the cruise ship, and the pit bull was running late, so it worked out splendid. So gave back the one dog, everything went good. Their trip was good. We had a nice little chat and stuff from there, and then they came, dropped the pit bull off, and we chatted a little bit and stuff and talked and came up, just had good conversations. They're going over to like St. Pete, I think, to celebrate their daughter's 21st birthday. So because there's like a row of bars on the beach that they want to go hit, so they're gonna get her legally drunk, I guess. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for them. It'll be good. So, but yeah, went ahead and chatted, got the dogs introduced together, and the Rottweiler, because the pit is just, he's over a year old now, maybe a year and a half, but he is also absolutely just, he's like licking dogs' faces and stuff, and he has a lot to deal with. Like he is like a ornery 5-year-old boy. He is just absolutely, he's a handful. So, but they played, got a little bit, I think annoyed the Roddy a little bit, and she got a little bit aggressive in the very beginning, and had to kind of give her a little scolding. And I was watching them really close because I didn't trust her just to either lash out and act poorly, and or just act too damn rough. So, and the pit is just full on, like he loves to play rough. If you're willing to play rough with a man, he'll play right with it. And like I've seen him knocked over and beat up by Rottweilers and stuff, and like Great Danes and all kinds of stuff. He's been just pummeled and jumps back up and keeps on going. He's such a good dog. So went ahead, I was watching them real close, and like I said, had to get a little bit scolding in there at the one time, and then it settled down and they did really good. So I wasn't too concerned about it, but still didn't trust him to be, I wouldn't leave him alone. Like I wouldn't go for a run and leave them together kind of thing. I wouldn't leave the house. So, but if I was out there with them, I felt pretty safe in the whole deal. But the Rottweiler kept wanting to lay down and rest, and the pit didn't. So I had to kind of keep an eye on him. Got a little bit of yard work here and there done. Simple little stuff, nothing too major. Just kind of hanging around and just kind of doing my normal day stuff, I guess. So I finally went and got my run in, which I put the pit back in his crate. That's where he tears up their house even when they leave him alone. So stuck him back in the crate, so it was all good to go there. So nothing to worry about. Got my run in, got that wrapped up, got cleaned up. Wife got home from work. Oh, I also ordered some parts, I guess, from Suburban too. Nobody had in stock here in town. So I had to order them, get them shipped in. So hopefully they'll be here by Monday. That's my hope. So I can take the next step of putting it back together on the front end of the belt system at least. So go from there. But yeah, went ahead, played with that a little bit. Nothing too major. So from there, had dinner, just leftover the stew meat instead of a roast. So we had the leftover stew meat, and watched finished up the last episode. What's left of Wentworth on that episode. We watched it, got cut off last time I was watching it. Had a dog getting dropped off middle of the show, so got cut off in the middle of the show. So finished up that episode, and then we chatted a little bit and whatnot. Kind of had a nice little conversation and stuff. And then from there, headed back outside, took both the dogs out with me, and let them roughhouse and play some. And then Roddy would want to lay down, and the Pit just couldn't stop himself. He couldn't help himself, man. He just has to play all the time, man. He's so rambunctious. He's such an energizer bunny. So went ahead at one point, let the Roddy back inside to kind of give her a break, and then everything's good. Finally came time for the evening, headed back in, and the Pit's like straight to his crate. Like he's like, I wanted to go nap. Like he'll actually put himself in the crate just because he knows he needs a break and he can't stop himself from being overstimulated. So he'll actually go put himself in the crate with the door open and just lay there to relax. Because when he's out, he's just constantly sniffing and always looking for stuff. So it's a lot of ordeal with him. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got there. Wife asked me if I wanted to go like yard selling stuff in the morning. I said I really don't care to, but if you want to, I'll go with you, kind of thing. So it's got all getting dropped off about noon, 1 o'clock, so I had to be close or back by then. So, and she said, okay, that's cool, we'll figure it out in the morning what we want to do and go from there. There's also a plant trade, I guess, like a plant swap. You're supposed to bring your plants up and trade them for other plants that people have there, and it said on there no cash purchases. So if you don't have any plants to trade, you gotta go buy potting soil or whatever and trade bags of potting soil for plants. And part of me is like, shit, a bag of potting soil is pretty expensive, and can't imagine what plants I want to buy potting soil for. So as I was getting ready to hit bed, I thought, well, I got a bunch of 3D printed junk, that like vases and flower pots and orchid pots and all kinds of weird little things I print on my 3D printer, that maybe I could trade out some of that stuff for some plants. And so I got a box full of that ready to go, and that'll be an interesting time tomorrow. I'll see how that breaks down. So, but yeah, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.